Why divorce rates are skyrocketing. The real reasons no one talks about. Marriage is meant to last forever. So why are so many people calling it quits? It's a question that's become more common in recent decades as divorce rates have risen steadily. Once viewed as a sacred institution, marriage is no longer seen by many as the unbreakable bond it once was. In fact, the modern era has witnessed a dramatic shift in the way people approach relationships, with more and more couples ending their marriages earlier than ever before. But why is this happening? Are people simply less committed to their marriages, or is something deeper at play? In this video, we'll explore the real reasons behind the rising divorce rates, debunk some common misconceptions, and uncover the psychological, societal, and cultural shifts contributing to the breakdown of modern relationships. From forever to fading forever. Marriage, once seen as a lifelong commitment, has evolved significantly over time. In earlier centuries, marriage was viewed more as a social contract, often based on familial arrangements, economic benefits, or religious obligations. Love and romance, while important, were secondary to the practicalities of securing alliances or establishing financial stability. As society progressed, the concept of marriage shifted. With the rise of Romanticism in the 18th and 19th centuries, love became the central focus of marriage. By the 20th century, the idealized vision of happily ever after had become ingrained in the collective mindset. Hollywood films, fairy tales, and media reinforced the idea of a perfect relationship, where the couple overcomes every obstacle and remains blissfully in love forever. However, in the face of such idealized standards, real relationships often struggle to meet these expectations. When the harsh realities of life set in, financial stress, lack of intimacy, emotional disconnect, many couples find themselves disappointed, leading to marital dissatisfaction and eventually divorce. In recent decades, divorce rates have surged. In fact, nearly 50% of marriages in the United States end in divorce, with similar trends observed in other developed countries. This spike in divorce rates is a reflection of not just changing attitudes toward marriage, but also underlying psychological, societal, and cultural factors that are impacting relationships in profound ways. Unrealistic expectations and immaturity. One of the most significant psychological factors contributing to rising divorce rates is the unrealistic expectations that individuals bring into marriage. The influence of movies, television, and social media has created a version of love and marriage that is not only unattainable, but also unhealthy. In these portrayals, love is easy, partners never fight, and every conflict is resolved with a grand gesture of romance. These depictions set an impossible standard for couples, leading to disillusionment when real relationships don't measure up. Social media, in particular, plays a huge role in perpetuating these unrealistic expectations. With the rise of platforms like Instagram, couples are constantly bombarded with images of seemingly perfect relationships, vacations, lavish gifts, and perfectly curated moments. This creates an environment of constant comparison, where couples feel that their own relationships are inferior because they don't live up to the idealized images presented online. Over time, this erodes satisfaction, as people begin to believe their relationships should constantly be as perfect as what they see on their screens. Another psychological issue contributing to the rise in divorces is emotional immaturity. Many people enter marriage without fully understanding themselves or how to manage their emotions. Relationships require emotional maturity, which involves self-awareness, empathy, and the ability to communicate effectively. Unfortunately, many individuals still struggle with these basic skills, leading to a breakdown in communication, unmet needs, and an inability to resolve conflict. Conflict resolution is a key aspect of maintaining a healthy relationship. But without the necessary emotional tools, many couples resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as avoidance or passive-aggressive behavior. These behaviors foster resentment and emotional distance, making it harder to work through the inevitable challenges that every marriage faces. Changing gender roles and financial independence. The impact of feminism and the evolving gender roles have also played a significant role in changing the landscape of marriage. Historically, women were expected to fulfill the roles of caregiver and homemaker, with marriage serving as the cornerstone of their lives. Over time, however, the feminist movement advocated for women's rights, including financial independence, access to education, and equal opportunities in the workforce. As women gained greater control over their lives, many began to question traditional gender roles within marriage. The rise of female empowerment meant that women no longer had to rely solely on their husbands for financial stability or social standing. This has created a shift in how women view marriage, with many opting for greater independence and rejecting relationships that no longer serve their emotional or personal needs. This newfound financial independence has been instrumental in giving individuals the freedom to leave unhealthy marriages. In the past, women, and in some cases men, may have stayed in marriages that were emotionally or physically abusive because they lacked the resources or support to leave. Today, with greater financial autonomy, people are more likely to leave unhappy marriages rather than endure them out of necessity or social pressure. At the same time, the decline in religious and cultural commitment to marriage has played a role in normalizing divorce. In previous generations, marriage was seen as a sacred institution that could not be dissolved. People stayed in unhappy marriages because of religious beliefs, cultural pressures, or fear of social stigma. Today, however, the stigma surrounding divorce has diminished significantly. In many societies, divorce is no longer viewed as taboo, and individuals feel more empowered to seek happiness and fulfillment outside of an unhappy marriage. The role of dating apps and social media, grass is greener mentality. In the modern age, dating apps and social media have revolutionized the way people form and maintain relationships. While these platforms have opened up new opportunities for people to meet potential partners, they have also contributed to the rise in divorce rates by promoting a grass is greener mentality. Dating apps provide an endless supply of potential partners, creating a sense of abundance that can lead individuals to believe that there is always someone better out there. This mindset can make individuals feel dissatisfied with their current partner, believing that there may be someone else who is a better fit. As a result, people may enter relationships or marriages with the expectation that if things aren't perfect, they can always move on to someone else. This lack of commitment, fueled by endless options, leads to a weakening of the marital bond, and when conflicts arise, the temptation to look elsewhere becomes more appealing. Building strong foundations for lasting relationships. While the rising divorce rates may seem disheartening, there are ways to combat these trends and create lasting, fulfilling relationships. Building a strong foundation for a relationship requires effort, emotional maturity, and a commitment to growth. Here are some key takeaways for maintaining a healthy marriage. Unrealistic expectations. Couples should work to manage their expectations by accepting that no relationship is perfect. Embrace imperfection. Understand that conflicts will arise, and focus on finding ways to work through them together. Emotional immaturity. Developing emotional intelligence and conflict resolution skills is crucial. Couples should learn how to communicate effectively, listen actively, and empathize with one another. Emotional maturity involves understanding one's feelings and being able to express them without blame or resentment. Financial independence and gender roles. Modern marriages should emphasize equality, mutual respect, and shared responsibilities. Both partners should support each other's individual goals and aspirations. Understanding that financial and emotional independence are key to a balanced partnership. Commitment. The fear of missing out can be mitigated by strengthening commitment and focusing on the emotional rewards of a lasting partnership. Trust, communication, and shared goals are the pillars of long-term relationships. Personal responsibility. Both partners must take responsibility for the success of the relationship. This includes prioritizing one another's needs, being proactive in resolving conflicts, and continuously working on building intimacy and trust. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions on relationships, psychology, and social issues. Share this with others to spark a conversation on how we can build stronger, healthier marriages. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.